Oh baby, Sexy September is back on Film Seizure. This year, the guys are looking at the 4 movies that make up the seductively sensual Poison Ivy series. Sexy September ends with college student Daisy finding herself drawn to a secret society of Ivies who are involved with every facet of college campus politics and living. Ooh, it's gonna be a hot time on campus today with Poison Ivy, the secret society. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Film Seizure. I'm Jeff Arbuckle.
I am almost dead. Jason Oliver.
Almost dead,
Almost
Jason
dead,
Oliver.
Jason Oliver.
We've gotten to the end of Poison Ivy month on Sexy September.
Yeah,
With Film Seizure.
we really crawled to the finish line on this one.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes, pulling back the curtain a little bit. We watched all 4 of these in one day, and it really does feel like 16 years ago when we were seeing Drew Barrymore.
I mean, this is 6 hours plus of seduction.
Were you seduced?
By Poison Ivy 4, I was
Well, just in
seduced.
general.
I was seduced to sleep by Poison Ivy 4. Especially, I've coming off the high of Poison Ivy 3.
Yeah,
You know, like, whoa, this surprising entry in the franchise that really had me energized and excited. It's like, man, all right, we got this one I can really get behind. It's just kind of pure exploitation fun. And boy, oh boy, I don't know what the hell the new seduction, oh no, sorry, that's 3. What the Secret Society Poison Ivy is I don't know what this movie, why it even exists.
Yeah, so
I don't understand.
Again, writers, Liz Maverick, Peter Sullivan, and others. Well, there.
This
Um,
movie is
So,
it's
okay.
a movie.
Yeah, there's a beginning and a middle and an end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They made a movie.
Let me give a couple of positives, because I do have a couple of positives. One, they tried something different. This, oh my God,
I'm gonna give you my best Jamie Presley stare down.
no,
My turn and death stare with icy eyes. Yeah, they tried something new.
well, okay.
That's like the worst thing to compliment someone on. It's like,
Okay,
well,
but
you tried.
okay. So
Did
here's
they
the thing.
really try though? I think that they just.
I think
this
they ran the money
I think
out.
is another really shitty script that somebody said, hey, we can slap Poison Ivy on, and make it the Ivies or something.
Well, I mean, okay, maybe this is a we got to keep the rights to the title Poison Ivy or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there an intellectual property? I mean, I don't know.
Probably.
But
Can't let those Poison Ivy rights lapse.
yeah,
that
we
would
can't
be,
let Paramount make
that would
a
be
Poison
just
Ivy
that
movie.
would yeah. I mean, I'm sure that there's a whole slew of people just chomping at the bit to make another Poison Ivy movie.
Oh, there's fucking 2 of them right here at this table.
That's true.
We want
We've
Jamie
already
Presley back.
talked about Poison Ivy 5 and bringing Jamie Presley back.
No, okay. So, but that's the thing, right? It's like, okay, this is the 4th movie in a very loose franchise. It's either to hold on to some rights, or it was legitimately, we're going to give you the title, try to do something new with it, and get some titties in there. Because there's some titties.
Sure.
And it's like, okay, well, I guess we can stick to the college thing.
They're even too late on the whole like early aughts secret society horror movie craze,
Yeah.
right? They're even too late on that
Yeah.
because you had the stuff like the skulls and the I don't know what else.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Well, yeah, that too. But I mean, you know, like the secret society college stuff.
The
right?
skulls and the bones.
Yeah, skull and bones, and I don't know.
Yeah, there was something Skull and Bones Club or something like that. Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's
yeah, wasn't there even like a Cruel Intentions? Like Cruel Intentions 3, I think it
something
was
like
a
that.
secret society or something. Ugh, whatever.
No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't. I will never fault somebody for at least saying, "Hey, you know what? You're giving us a title. Here's something different." It's not just going to be dirty babysitter worms her way into family or something.
Yeah, I mean, all right, I guess. Did you have something else positive to say?
The two flower girls are hot.
They are pretty hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, so you got Miriam McDonald, who's Daisy, and Shauna Waldron, who's Azalea.
Yeah, and apparently Miriam McDonald was trying to shed her wholesome
Yeah,
girl
so-
image because I've never saw the show, but she was, I guess, the main character on Degrassi High, the Next Generation, for several years.
9 years.
Yeah. So
Which was also during the time that this movie came out. She was still on that show.
whoa.
And she was showing them boobies.
Scandalous.
She was also in a movie called She's Too Young.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
I do think that maybe the
She is too young.
Degrassi Next Generation might have been a more of an adult themed.
I think it is. I think there was some.
It
But
was,
still,
it was a
but
little bit more 90210, I think.
Yeah, but it's still
than the original
targeting
Degrassi.
tweens and teenagers, not young adults.
Sure. Yeah.
Because that I think Next Generation would have fit the mold of like the ABC Family stuff, where it's like, ABC Family had like shows about teenage pregnant chicks.
Oh,
not like Teen Mom, but like docudramas dramas about teenagers just getting laid once. Baby.
Oh.
SpaghettiOs.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's. Oh, she was on Orphan Black too.
An episode, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, Degrassi Takes Manhattan
Oh. Okay.
is at the same.
Wonder if anyone melted in the sewers and turned into a baby Jason Voorhees.
I don't know. She was in a movie called Sea Beast. That sounds fun. But anyway,
CBs, aren't those like military, like Navy engineers? CBs.
Sea Beast.
Sea Beast.
You like a monster.
Okay.
Shauna Waldron also was a child actress, and was in movies like Little Giants when she was really young.
I saw that movie.
The American President. She was on the show Ladies Man.
Huh.
So
she
yeah,
was like a little kid in some movies.
Right. Yeah, she was a little kid in. She was only 12 in Little Giants. 13 in American President.
Oh, I think she was the president's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, so again, you have another set of child actors.
Yeah.
Or young actors who would have had mostly a young following.
Mm-hmm.
Shedding their clothes.
Yeah.
So is this just okay? So here's the question I have about Poison Ivy Secret Society: is the actual Poison Ivy casting a secret society of coming of age?
Ooh, now that would be a meta sequel to make. That's what it should have been.
Yeah, bring them all back.
Yeah.
Bring them all back.
So, ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're like dealing with like
Who's
what
going
it
to be
means
the
to
next Ivy?
Who's going to be the next Ivy?
Who's going to be the next
And
Ivy?
there could be a whole montage of like tryouts. You could bring in one of the Spice Girls. Just have one of them come in and try out, because it's like, hey, people know them.
We can make it a reality show.
Yeah, exactly. The Ivy Secret Society, except for it's not secret.
Right. The not so secret society anymore.
Yeah. So okay, this movie is weird in a lot of ways. I told you it was weird. It takes away the focus of one person.
It's just bland.
Yeah, it's first of all, it's produced by Lifetime.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing there is an edited cut that Lifetime shows, which would be even worse.
Oh my God.
I mean,
That's unwatchable.
Right.
That shit's unwatchable.
Where's the boobs?
Yeah.
They ain't here. Unwatchable.
Unwatchable.
Yeah. Okay, so Daisy, our main girl, is going off to college. Her parents have died. She's got a boyfriend in Iowa, in a small town on the outskirts of Iowa, which could be anywhere in Iowa.
In the outskirts of Iowa. So is that in Iowa or on the outskirts of Iowa, meaning in another state that borders Iowa?
Is it on the edge of Iowa? Because Iowa's actually a relatively decent-sized state for being on the east part of...
And it's probably 90% outskirts.
You'd be right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're
Aside
thinking
from the
about
college
like
towns.
Des Moines or whatever,
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I think of outskirts
Iowa
as,
City.
Yeah, like the outskirts to me would be like, I don't know, the Quad Cities. But that's not a small town. Those are literally 4 cities in 2 states. So it's like, what's going on here?
The outskirts of Iowa.
Right. So anyway, so she's going off to college.
Somewhere in
the boons.
The boons.
Yeah. So she's going off to college, and she says to her boyfriend, I'm not going to fuck you because I'm going off to college.
Don't make it too hard for me.
It'll make it too hard for me because I think she wants to go off and get that college dick.
She does not waste much time.
She does not. Within a week. Less than a week. 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days. But anyway, she's like, well, you know what? My parents are dead. I sold their land. I'm going to go off and go to school for political science.
Yeah.
She's a freshman, right? So she's like 18, 19 probably. She goes to this private school. First day that she arrives, she gets sized up by the Ivies, which is this society of bitches. Basically, I mean, there's no good girls in there.
Yeah, they're not even like a sorority.
No, because sororities are outlawed.
Yeah.
They are literally a independent
Secret society
of girls. A billion.
They're not even a whisper. They're not even a rumor. They're a whisper.
Right. A whisper is louder than a rumor. A rumor is you read online, Richard Gere did do that with gerbils. A whisper is you telling your friend, hey, did you hear what, So.
Not even a rumor.
Yeah, it would be silence.
They're a whisper.
So, so as a freshman, Daisy is very, very smart in government and things. And so
she's in an advanced political theory class as a freshman.
Right. And a few days before the midterm, Greg Evigan of My Two Dads says stuff about checks and balances. So this is your hard-earned money, Daisy, from your parents dying.
Who was the other dad in that?
Paul Reiser.
That's right. It was.
Yep.
I thought it was. But
Yep.
Wasn't. Yep. Paul Reiser.
Yep.
I like that show.
So like so the supposed really deep political theory class, which is just now getting around to checks and balances. So I feel like that's like on the entrance exam.
Yeah, he's like, in the executive branch, it's with the checks and balances. Like, seriously, is this the 101?
Yeah, right. It's like, this is the class to get into the advanced.
But the big final's coming up, and they're all vying for the big internship.
Yeah, so there's an internship here that has traditionally always gone to Ivies. And the Ivies are a little concerned now that Azalea, their leader, who has the cutest little freckles on the bitchiest person's face. She's our evil person. Our evil person. She's our evil Ivy.
Yes.
Daisy's our good Ivy. Oh, look, now we got 2 Ivies.
We had 2 Ivies.
Yep. Anyway, so Azalea thinks that she should get it because Ivy's always got this. However, there's kind of a new regime, and this guy who is like interested in Daisy is the son of both the teacher Greg Evigan and the dean, who is the lady from Star Trek 4.
Yeah, Catherine Hicks.
Catherine Hicks. Yeah.
the mom in Child's Play,
Yes.
the mom in that long-running TV show Seventh Heaven
Yes.
with Jessica Biel, another young actress who shed her.
She's an anti-vaxxer now.
Yeah, she's kind of cuckoo, and she's married to Justin Timberlake,
Fuck them.
and they're cuckoo together because they have not vaccinated their children.
She claims, and this is the old way that people say they come into this. They claim that their kids can't be vaccinated, so you 100% should be
Right.
pro-vax.
Everyone else should be vaccinated for those
if
kids'
your
sake.
kids can't.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
Anyway,
people, what happened to this world?
it's
Is it run by a secret organization of bitches?
of Ivies.
Of
Yeah,
Ivies?
yeah, probably.
And like, let's make the world stupid so we can get away with our stupid plans.
Jamie Presley wasn't an anti-vaxxer, was it? Or was it? Who
No.
was it?
No, it's Jenna McCarthy.
Jenna McCarthy. Yeah.
Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy and Jenna Jameson is just a weird. She just spouts off weird shit sometimes on Twitter. Yeah, Jenny McCarthy was the big anti-vaxxer that used to go out on marches and say really stupid shit. Really stupid shit.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Jim Carrey has given interviews about how I couldn't deal with that anymore. That's just whatever happened there that's not for me to be around. Yeah.
Was he married to Lauren Holly too?
Yes.
So he was married to Lauren Holly and
I don't think
Jenny
he was
McCarthy?
married to Jenny McCarthy, but I think he was.
Yeah, but he had a kid with Jenny McCarthy though, didn't he? Maybe?
Don't know. I don't know.
No. See,
But
this is what we've come to.
This is what we've come to because this movie's dumb.
It's fucking E-News over here because
because we've got E-movie of the week.
Can't help. We can't talk about this movie. It's not much fun.
So no, I mean, so basically, Azalea wants to go on this big internship. She thinks she's owed it. Daisy is better than her at everything, but it turns out that Daisy's roommate is the one that's going to be selected.
Yes, Daisy can name all three branches of the federal government.
Yes, and
she must get this internship.
Yes, clearly, it's going to change her life.
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
The other ones, they don't know all three branches.
No, they're like
Daisy does.
Yeah, I mean, Azalea thinks that one of the branches is a hardware store.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
she put that on the test.
Yeah, and it's like, what?
It's like,
no,
that's not right.
No,
it's not even close to right.
Yeah.
Azalea, sorry, no internship for you.
Yeah. So she
but the roommate, the spooky chick roommate, she must know of the fourth branch of government, that
hardware stores,
that nobody knows. Maybe there's a secret.
Federal,
the maybe
she knew about
but Azalea should know then that's
no,
the fourth
she fucked
branch.
up one of the main three.
Oh,
she didn't get to the fourth.
She didn't get judicial or something. She put hardware store.
Right. Daisy put buttons was one of hers. So
okay. Jeez, Daisy.
Yeah, I think pink was another one of hers. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
It's like she was so cute and seemed so down to earth. Dumber in a box of rocks.
She worked really hard to get immediately into advanced political theory as a freshman.
Only to fuck it up.
Only to fuck it up because she couldn't. They didn't cover. The branches of the federal government until 2 weeks before the final, and that's just too much to cram for.
Yeah,
that's just too much to cram for with 2 weeks left to go.
Too much.
I mean, my God.
Yeah.
Just asking a lot. These higher institutes of education.
I know, right? Especially where a lot of rich people go.
I think that's a real message of this movie.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Rich people are dumb.
Yeah, and they need to really learn their government.
Well,
or be involved with a secret society.
What's the fucking point if you're going to get elected anyway?
That's true. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
So, yeah, don't work, kids.
Nope.
Just be dumb.
Just be dumb and get elected. And then fake it till you don't really make it. Yeah, you just mostly just fuck everything up for the rest of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more.
Yep.
Yeah. So cool.
So
good episode, everybody.
20 minutes in. So anyway, the son of the dean and the teacher, he basically gets scammed into helping Azalea to a certain extent, but he also likes Daisy. whatever. He's kind of inconsequential, other than looking like Encino Man.
Yeah. What did we say? He was like, we're back to Justin Timberlake. He was a mix between
Brendan Fraser.
Encino Man, Brendan Fraser, and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Yep.
At one point, I lost my goddamn mind in this movie.
What happened there?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
My brain snapped.
It was the scene of the initiation.
Yeah.
Where they started doing like trippy stuff with the camera.
Yeah.
And then I think the moment might have been when Azalea was like trying to fuck with Daisy and she was doing the stuff with her hands like, woo, like, isn't it all so trippy? Woo, with her hands. And you just lost it.
Yeah.
You started laughing like a lunatic.
So my villain origin story has now been revealed. I'm gonna fight the Batman because now I'm insane and I'm turned into the Joker because I could not stop laughing. Yeah, I just like I don't know like I had like a complete and total psychotic break after 4 Poison Ivy movies, and after thinking about how awesome the last 3 were in comparison.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it was like getting up on the roller coaster and then the bottom felt like the whole fucking thing just crumbled.
Oh yeah, you didn't go down a natural way. It just the whole structure, everything just collapses.
But what's funny is that it collapsed very slowly because nobody died. Nobody died along this way. We didn't die from watching Poison Ivy for the Secret Society. So the whole thing just kind of
well, it's kind of how I felt
deflated.
trying to finish this thing. It's like I'm in the car, right? And the whole track is collapsing under me, but it's still moving forward, right? And I'm just hoping it will even out in enough time for me to ride it, coast it out, right? And not lose the track from underneath me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I was like in the front car because that was when probably I started laughing because now I've hit that euphoric I'm gonna die, you know.
Yeah.
And so the whole track just fell apart. Okay, now this is where things get murky. They start watching Daisy because Daisy is kind of hotshot Iowa girl.
She's not really though. She's not at all. Like they think they get information from the dean's son that she is in line for the internship, which is actually a lie. Because the dean and her husband want to use Daisy to get into the secret society to learn about the inner workings of the secret society so that she can get information about the student who died the earlier semester because they think it was the Ivies that killed her.
Wait, whoa.
That's a whole plot line.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
that's the whole thing.
Because Catherine Hicks is an Ivy.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe I missed it then. Because
Yeah,
I thought
she
Catherine
did.
Hicks wanted to take down the Ivies.
No. She was her.
Was
she
she working with the Ivies to cover them up?
No, she was
Oh,
basically
fuck.
she was fucked. So
Oh,
she
fuck.
takes over being a member of the Ivies. So she kicked all of the Greek council off. So that remains that the Ivies are the only society, sisterhood, sorority that can a cisternity, if you will.
Jeff's giving me lots of air quotes right now.
That can remain on campus. However, they don't officially exist. So Catherine Hicks,
Because they're a
See,
whisper,
they're a whisper.
not a rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Catherine Hicks is duty bound to suppress them, but also is trying to do the right thing by trying to either A, find a reasonable explanation for the student's death, or flat out find out that somebody killed her, an individual that can be pinned.
But it was already ruled an accident.
It was already ruled an accident because the Ivies probably fixed that.
So she doesn't really care. Or
Right.
shouldn't really care.
I mean, like, she's stuck. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, is that she's being used.
But I think that
but
she
also
was
at the same
feeding
time,
her son bad information about Daisy to confuse the Ivies.
Possibly.
Which, again, who fucking cares? But I'm pretty sure that is a thing. It was written into the plot somewhere.
Well, whatever. But but still, here's where I get really confused. Okay. This is the second time I've seen this movie. By the way, this is another one I covered on my blog, bmovieanima.com. Go check. It's like September of like 2017, I think, when I covered it. I'm
crying.
So now Azalea wants to bring Daisy in. I think the plan, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. Somebody please tell me. But I think the plan is bring Daisy in, then Daisy will be basically duty bound to do what Azalea tells her so that Azalea could eventually frame her and get her kicked out. When she could just go boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. No money. You're done. And you're fucking out. Dude, what's going on?
I don't know. See, I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Why does she want her? Does she want her gone from the school? Does she want her
under her thumb?
Under her thumb? Is she gonna? Yeah, she talks about leverage, and she records her having sex with her boyfriend.
Does she just want to honk them titties? I mean, what's the end goal here, Azalea? What is your end goal?
I just want to know: are we the only podcast who's covered this movie?
100%. I can't imagine anybody else. Certainly going to be.
I see a lot of poison ivy, but those could be that could be the real poison ivy, like the rash, the plant,
or the comic book character.
I see. Podcast episode 49 of Rosh Review is about poison ivy, TPA, and cyanide poisoning. I
wish I had some cyanide.
Yeah, I know. This movie made me feel like I had
I
poison
think right
ivy.
after I got over that giggle fit I had, that's when I would have popped my cyanide capsule. It's like, can't get any better than this.
Done.
So for some reason.
Well, we might have that dubious distinction then.
Yes.
I'll take it. We've done it.
Yes.
We've arrived.
I guess, man. 3 people are going to listen to this.
We're doing a bang-up job of this episode, too.
Oh, my God. So Azalea brings Daisy in and basically tries to warp her into basically an Ivy. For what end goal, I could not tell. It's just a reason to get these 2 people to do stuff
It's things
together.
that have to happen for other things to happen to give you some sense that there is a plot in this movie.
And that there should be some concern for Daisy.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, to be honest with you, Daisy's a perfectly fine character. I don't have any problem with that character. I don't have any problem with the Azalea character. There's some other characters that are fucking worthless, like the rest of the Ivies. They're all fucking worthless. All of them. There are some that I think you only ever see in robes.
Yeah.
And never again.
Yeah.
The second, the right-hand man of Azalea is worthless. She's just a basic bitch.
This kind of movie reminds me of sort of like a worse version of the kind of movie you would have had in the 90s with Linnea Quigley and Brink Stevens, like a David Dakota.
David Dakota would have made this so much fun.
Right. It's less fun.
We would have had to have dealt with a lot more shirtless dudes.
Yes.
But this movie would have been a whole lot more fun.
Yeah. It reminds me, it's sort of like on that level of filmmaking, but not there's
but
no
not
fun.
clever.
But not
there's
clever,
no clever.
Fun. There's nothing.
David Dakota.
There's
What's
nothing
funny
joyful
about
this movie.
Yeah.
Even though you almost died laughing at one point, I really do think it was from delirium.
A little bit.
think there was some like the photosensitive hallucination that occurred.
Oh God. It's so bad. Yeah, it's like, imagine if, okay, picture this. I work for Lifetime Network, right? And they're like, okay, we got our movie done. You want to see the first, cut of it? Absolutely. Call the board in and sit in that little room where they show the movie, right? And that shit happens, and I just start doing that.
It was like some Brian Oblivion shit, man. Like
I just start laughing.
Death to Videodrome.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, after 4 Poison Ivy movies in a row today, Videodrome is real.
Yeah.
We have seen it. We have been there.
Yes, we have. And I'm not sure we've escaped yet.
I don't think we got a shirt, and I certainly didn't get any Alyssa Milano.
No.
You didn't get any Jamie Presley.
I did not.
I would have paid extra.
I got a little indigestion.
Well, that's from the Burger King and pizza. I got the Burger King farts.
This might go down.
We're so sorry, listeners. If you're brand new, I swear we'll do better next week. Even though we've got much worse movies coming.
We have really, really brought the sexy back with this episode for Sexy September. Oh.
Well, we had some dump trucks last year too.
Yep.
Jade was real rough.
That's rough. I would watch Jade for 12 hours straight before I would watch Poison Ivy 4 again.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I really would.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I share that opinion.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
You know what I'd want to get super fucking drunk and watch this movie again. I bet it would make sense.
Maybe
Maybe
if we watched this movie first.
No,
we
weren't going to do that.
We might have had more energy for it.
No, it's not energy. I just was like, this movie's dumb. I knew it was dumb.
It's just not a good movie.
It isn't. Back to the story. So basically, it's fuck it. This movie sucks. So Greg Evigan gets kicked out of his house for some. Apparently, their family doesn't work very well. So like, my brain doesn't work very well.
You're taking a really noble stabs at this, though.
I'm really trying.
You're giving it a shot. You're padding this episode out. Where are we at? How long have you been listening?
Not nearly long enough. We're fucked.
I think it could go down as one of our greatest episodes, though.
No,
it's this. We've gone into absurdity.
This is bad. We're only dragging it out too here. So all right. So apparently, Brendan Fraser's family doesn't work. Whale lady from Star Trek 4 and my one dad is like they fight.
They've kind of got this war within them.
And I think it's because the dad knows that the mom is an Ivy and that the Ivies
want to reward the Ivies
because they're shitty people.
Yeah.
And
he seems to try to deflect the advances of the head Ivy Azalea, but eventually he breaks down because she just beats him over his head with her sexiness.
Yeah,
it's not even a suggestion. It's not even really a seduction.
No, she just takes off her coat.
It's a Jesus Christ, look at me. We need to fuck. You're a guy. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm a guy. Let's do this.
Pretty much.
That's kind of how it goes down.
Yeah, it's not even as clever as Xander Berkeley goes crazy.
She tries to empathize with him a little bit. Like, you work too hard. Your wife makes you work too hard. Nobody appreciates you. But I do, and I want your schlong. Even though he knows what she's after.
Right.
He's like, fuck it, you're hot.
I guess I don't have to give it to her. I can just give her the D.
And then for some inexplicable reason.
No, there's a reason why for this.
For this?
Yeah, so she kills Greg Evigan. By the way, Greg, my two dads is dead.
Spoiler.
Yeah, I don't even think we've even
set
this shit up at all. But so she kills Greg Evigan because the original plan was for Daisy to go in and seduce him.
Right.
Knowing that Daisy would not and leave.
So that they could leave some fingerprints.
Fingerprints all over the place.
Yeah.
So Azalea goes back with gloves,
Yeah.
fucks him, kills him.
Pieces out, tries to pin it on
Daisy so that Daisy is out of the picture. But again, you could just gone beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, expelled.
Right. She had her expelled in the first 10 minutes of the movie. It makes no sense. So now it's like, all right, maybe she's trying to use her. She wants another Jerome, essentially, someone she has leverage on that she can use to do her bidding, because apparently that's what she does with people, and that's why the other girl was killed last semester, because she didn't.
Oh yeah, this movie starts with a cold open.
What Azalea says.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode sucks.
I think it's kind of hilarious.
Okay. We agree to disagree, just like with Poison Ivy 2.
This is the end of September.
Yeah.
What are we looking forward to?
Nothing good, because October is going to be.
What movies are coming out in October?
On this show?
No, in the world.
The Joker.
Yeah, we want to see that.
Is this what we're devolving into here? Let's at least. All right.
I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about.
Okay. Recap.
Remember when we finished Sexy September last year with Exotica?
Yeah.
With
different types of tears
those
this
were
time, huh?
those were good times.
Yes, there was.
Those were good times.
So okay.
everybody was. We were all so lucky and happy and just cocksure back in those days.
We were cocksure
ago.
just a few hours ago with my favorite Poison Ivy followed by your favorite Poison Ivy.
Yeah, we were two happy dudes.
And the first one was still well ranked because at least it had some good shit going for it. Had some real good shit going for it.
How many out of 4 Ivy leaves would you give the first Poison Ivy?
3.
Okay. How many? I would probably give it 3 as well.
Okay.
How many for 2?
12.
I would give it 2 Ivy Leagues.
Oh.
Leaves.
Jesus Christ.
out of 4 Ivy leaves, how many would you give 3?
4. 3. 3.
Okay. I'll give it 4.
Okay, yeah, that was yours. Yeah.
It's not 4 stars.
I know.
It's like still probably a 2-star movie, but I give it 4 Ivy leaves.
Okay, I'll give it 3.5 because
Okay.
it's just that half that goes over part 1 is the entertainment of Jamie Presley just owning that movie.
I know. I want to gift the hell out of that movie.
I'll see what I can
I
do.
think that there is an appropriate emoji response for every human emotion that could be pulled from Jamie Presley in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're missing one, you'll probably find it in My Name is Earl.
Yes.
All right, the last one. How many Ivy leaves?
1.
I give it nothing.
No.
I give it nothing.
Not even for the cute chicks taking off their shirts?
I give it nothing.
No.
I can see that anytime I want. I had to sit through the longest 90 minutes of Film Seizure because of this movie.
Okay.
It gets nothing.
Nothing from. Okay, let's go back and let's talk about a couple of things that we'd kind of missed in previous episodes.
All right.
If we can remember them. Poison Ivy 1. There's this moment in which
tattoo art. Well, what about the tattoo?
Okay, well, there's 2 moments.
There's 2
here.
things. Yeah.
So first and foremost, there's a tattoo artist. So okay, if you remember back, Sarah Gilbert and Drew Barrymore become best friends, and Drew Barrymore always had a fake tattoo on her leg of a cross with an ivy around it. There's tattoos in this fucking movie too, in the 4th one too.
Yeah, they tattoo ivies on their
The
small of their backs.
the
They get
tramp
stamps.
Yeah. Great. Well done. That was 11 years ago. Tramp stamps were still kind of in, I guess. But anyway, the tattoo artist is a creep.
Yes.
He just asks what their ages are. And I want to say that
Drew Barrymore says 22.
Yes.
for her and 30 for Sylvie. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's like, okay, fine. He takes a swig of his Cuervo and spits it on Ivy's tattoo as he's working on it.
Yeah.
She has all the hepatitis.
Yeah.
This guy's a scud.
It's really gross.
Just really gross. Those were simpler times back then.
Yes.
I mean, just today. Those were simpler times.
Much simpler.
This morning.
Just a mere
47 hours ago.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Then later, Sarah Gilbert gets all like dejected and shit, right? And she goes to the little rope swing where she first saw Ivy, and she's just kind of looking at it, and she grabs it, and she's thinking about going for a swing because that was one of the things that she was scared of. She even talked about how she was jealous that Ivy didn't seem to be scared of that. And then along comes this guy and his girlfriend who just like basically fucking face palms her out of the fucking way and then takes off on the rope. It's like, oh my God, this poor girl can't catch a break.
And then the director of Poison Ivy is Kat Shea, who directed a pretty obvious De Palma knockoff of Dress to Kill called Strip to Kill, that had the whole cross-dressing killer element and everything, which I just watched for the first time this year because it was on Amazon Prime, and hey, it's called Strip to Kill, right? So I thought that was interesting that she's the director of Poison Ivy. Probably her coup d'etat. Is that?
I don't know.
I don't speak French. Is that the right French?
I don't speak.
But who also was a director of Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So she's got some pretty stellar exploitation roots. Kat Shea does.
Yeah, the director for Poison Ivy 2, Anne Gorsad, directed that as well as another 9.5 weeks. How about that?
All right.
Also, Embrace of the Vampire.
Yeah.
So, Embrace of the Vampire and Poison Ivy 2 back to back, working with Alyssa Milano, and God,
Yep.
I would have done anything to be a piece of wardrobe for either of those two movies for her. She also was an editor on Bram Stoker's Dracula and The Outsiders. So she worked with, she worked with Francis Ford Coppola.
Do we miss anything on Lily? Was there anything?
I just really, really, really like that movie.
Yeah,
I really miss that movie.
We're pretty. Yeah, I miss it now. The director of the new Seduction.
The writer of Poison Ivy 2 is the daughter of Salman King.
Oh yeah,
Red Shoe Diaries. I'm pretty sure. There's no information I can find, but
that would make sense because
both were Kings. Both worked on Red Shoe Diaries,
and it feels like a Red Shoe Diaries episode. It really does,
and it probably was a Red Shoe Diaries movie. There was like, nope, we can't sell it like this.
Yeah,
or the last one.
It sort of has that like overexposed film look too. Yeah. Director of the new Seduction is Kurt Voss, who I don't really know much about. He's made some movies, nothing really of note that I can see.
The director of Poison Ivy Secret Society is a giant middle finger.
Yes. Is a series of board decisions.
It's the running car of Ivan from Poison Ivy 3 that killed him.
Yeah.
That's the director of Poison Ivy 4, the car that killed him.
Oh, yeah, another weird thing of note. We didn't catch him, but we feel like he was probably early in the movie. But Leonardo DiCaprio is credited as Guy in Poison Ivy. Yeah. He's in there somewhere.
I would ever ask him questions about that.
That and Critters 3. That's all he gets. That's all. Those are the only questions I have any interest in getting answered. Yeah.
He has been involved in 2 theme months That's impressive.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
impressive.
That is impressive.
We got to find another way to work more Alyssa Milano into this podcast. Is that possible?
Do a Who's the Boss marathon. You would
I dig that.
You would love me on that episode.
No, I would not. I would not. I couldn't. Anyway, Poison Ivy 4, huh? So ultimately, nobody falls off a building.
Yeah.
We don't see anybody fall to their deaths. Ivies have problems with gravity.
Right. They can't even stick to the plan on that.
No, a girl was tossed off a building. We didn't see it.
When was that? Was that the?
That was the girl at the beginning.
They should have at least shown that. It would have covered the.
Yeah, would have checked that box, but no, that's excise. This is a new generation,
right,
of Poison Ivy movies.
It's the secret society.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know. Is there anything you like about 4?
I thought it was pretty clever when I noticed that they used the IV as the Roman numeral 4 in Ivy.
Yeah, but they don't use it on screen. It's
Nope.
only on the
It's
packaging.
still their shitty title cards. Actually, the title card in this one looked a little better than the others. It was still really boring, kind of white. You know, no interesting title card. The music was forgettable, which was better than the music in some of the other ones.
That's
Actually, no, they recycled some of the
Gregorian
the
chant.
shitty Gregorian chant with this time with more of an EDM sort of beat. Yeah. Yeah, so they decided to take one of the worst parts of 2 and put that in this movie.
Man, let me tell you, forget about anything you're hearing into. Just focus on the visuals, man. That's what I do. That's what I did. That's what I still do. That's what I want to do. So, so we've done 8 Sexy September episodes now. If you go back to last year.
All right. I see where we're going.
Rank them.
Rank them? Oh, boy. Okay. Well, I guess I'll start at the bottom.
Yeah, fair enough.
Start at the bottom, and it's fucking this one. Poison Ivy 4.
Okay.
I would probably then go with Jade.
Yeah, Jade's pretty bad.
Jade is.
Oh, no. Color of Night's worse than
Oh,
Jade.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Color
Because
of
I
Night.
think you and I have pretty close to the same list here.
Yeah, Color
Then
of
Jade.
Night, then Jade. Then I'd probably go with Poison Ivy 2.
Okay, that's not where I'm at.
Then I would go with
Poison Ivy 1
Poison.
for me at that
I would
point.
go Poison Ivy 1. Then next, then I would go 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 3 more.
Yeah.
I'd go Poison Ivy 3. And then I'd go Basic Instinct, and then Exotica.
Yeah, I'd be pretty
Exotica.
close. Just swap out where you have Poison Ivy 1, 2, and 3. I'd put 2 above 1 or above 3,
You
then
do
above 1.
you do 2 or you do 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
or no 3, 1, 2. You
Uh,
would do 2 is your favorite.
2 is my favorite. 3 is next, then 1. So 2, 3, 1.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, okay, we made it. We crossed
did
the
it.
finish line.
We
This
did
is, This guys, this is a movie that conceivably you could watch as a bad movie night. Maybe don't do it last.
Yeah.
It's a slow burn, but it is a dumb movie.
It's
not a particularly.
I don't think it's fun dumb though. I don't recommend this in any setting.
I would say if you
I don't-
want to watch a Poison Ivy movie on bad movie night, I would probably say 2 or 3. Probably 3.
I would say 3.
3 is the one that fits probably what you'd want your bad movie night to be.
3 has got those jaw-dropping moments that are just like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, I save it for my alone time.
I was going to
1
say the only type of person I could recommend Poison Ivy 4 to is a 13-year-old boy who can't get a hold of anything else to wank to.
Well,
That's it.
Yeah. And if it's a Canadian kid, he's like, oh, that's the Degrassi.
Well, yeah, there you go. He's probably definitely
He's
got
probably on board.
like a fetish thing on that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is not a good movie. This is probably one of the worst movies we've talked about on the show. I mean, can you think of any movie that's worse than
That
this?
was worse than this?
That's, I mean, sure, you could say technically in some aspects, you could say, well, Shocking Dark's a pretty bad movie, but it's fucking
That's
fun.
way more fun though.
But it's fucking fun. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is. I mean, Shocking Dark. I will happily watch again one day.
Yeah.
And many times.
Yeah.
This I will never. If this, no, in fact, it's almost to the point where I think you should just get rid of the fourth movie in the box set, because there's no reason. It's just extra weight.
Well, it helps weigh stuff down.
Yeah. Okay. No.
I would say that. Okay, and I would also say
Warlock 2.
Oh, Warlock 2 is bad.
It might be in the conversation as
about
worse than this.
Oof.
It could be worse.
It could be.
It's a bad movie.
It is. Oh my, yeah. Because see, The Room technically is worse, right?
Oh, but
it's fun.
it's
worse.
so watchable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. We haven't even gotten to next month's, which I'm guessing there's some bad Hellraiser movies.
Oh yeah.
There was shit I was throwing at TV screens.
We struggled. I mean,
Hellworld.
Hellworld was pretty awful. I think Deader. We didn't like that.
No, Deader
one.
was fine.
Was that one
I
okay?
like Deader. It was the one that ended in space. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. But I'd rather watch that again than this one, than Poison Ivy 4.
Yeah, probably.
I think I'd watch any of those before I'd watch this
Really?
one again.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Hellworld
really do.
Pissed me off real bad.
Oh, it's a bad movie, but at least it's got some pretty interesting actors in it that give some okay performances.
That's true. Superman's there.
Yeah, Henry Cavill,
Yeah,
Lance
forgot.
Hendrickson's in
Yeah.
there. I mean, there's some things to kind of hold on to.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know. It's like a couple boobies. That's it. Boobies.
Boobs. I would say though, the first Poison Ivy movie is a legitimate movie. It is a legitimate theatrically released attempt to be somewhat artful in what it's trying to say.
Sure.
Yeah, because each of these movies do have a particular relationship that it's trying to say something about something. The first one is talking about what happens when somebody is too attracted to attention, plus how being rich or being affluent doesn't really do anything for you, how fragile a family can be when problems arise, be it alcoholism, illness, rebellion, whatever. The second movie, we've talked about how it tried to maybe say some things about art students. It certainly has a weird take on what it's trying to say about being yourself versus putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And it certainly has something to say about Xander Berkeley always being a creep.
Yes. That's what it mostly has something to say about.
3 kind of revisits some of the first movie stuff about affluence and about how there is a class differential, and that the class that's probably above where the crazy person is probably won't see her coming when she starts taking people out.
Yeah.
And probably ignore her because of her class when they really shouldn't. This one, yeah, that's what this had to say.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that's a pussy fart.
That was a pussy fart?
Yeah, it's not a butt fart. This movie wants to talk only in pussy farts.
Mm-hmm.
The dialogue.
The proverbial queef.
Yeah. I love that word so much. That word never. That word is the English language version of a fart sound to me. I will always laugh at the mention of queef. Much like I always laugh when somebody farts, even when it's really not appropriate to.
Is it too early to start thinking about next September?
Yes. because
too early?
I think we need a moment to collect ourselves after.
I think we need more good ones next year.
Yeah. We've got a whole year to think about it.
All right.
Next month is gonna suck again.
Yeah.
Because for Halloween, we decided that for 4 weeks of October, we're going to watch those fucking Leprechaun movies.
Why are we doing this?
Because you said so.
Well, we got a tweet. We don't get much mail, people. So we got a tweet from
the mail we get sucks.
So we got a tweet from a I guess he's a fan. I don't. Who was the fan that tweeted us? I don't remember.
Well, I'm not going to say his name publicly.
Well, fair enough. Maybe he wants a shout out though on our worst episode.
We'll get to it.
We can
right now
we can shout him out his Twitter handle when we start the month. But
was it a tweet or was it a Facebook?
It was one of the two. It was social media.
Anyway, we're old. We don't understand.
He really liked I think some of our Friday episodes.
There was something he liked that we did. I can't.
It was the Hellraisers. It might have been the Hellraisers.
I think it was the Hellraisers.
And he said, you guys should take on the Leprechaun movies next. And I said, well, I had already suggested that before, and Jeff doesn't want to do them. He's resisting the Leprechaun movies.
I don't remember actually kicking and screaming and resisting.
You were none too happy about the idea, but you thought
that might have been right after the Hellraiser movies.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck those movies.
You were caught in a moment of weakness, I think, here, and you agreed.
Well, let's put it this way.
And then you almost immediately bought them all.
Yeah, I did.
It was amazing.
Well, I kind of thought about it, and it's like, well,
I was researching box sets and trying to find, the best deals or whatever. And Jeff had already been like, bloop, 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 and texted me, got them.
Yep.
All 8 of them. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
all right, well, we're in. We're in.
So here's the thing. I kind of thought about it. And it's like, you're kind of doing me a solid here with Poison Ivy. I guess.
I don't know if this is going to be a solid for either of us doing.
No, it's going to be runny diarrhea. It's not going to be solid. Nothing. It's going to be runny diarrhea.
I can't even tell you how many of these I've seen. I've seen
one.
I saw the first one for sure.
I've seen the first one.
I've definitely seen.
I've seen the Cinema Snobs review of the second one, and I'm not looking forward to anything. Oh, I've seen Leprechaun in the Hood.
I saw that one too, and it was really bad.
That is a train wreck.
It's extremely bad. Yeah. I think it's even got Snoop Dogg in it. And then there was
Snoop Dogg's in the second one. Ice-T is in the first one.
Ice-T is the first one. Yeah, the second one is Leprechaun Back to the Hood. The Hood.
I'm already angry. I'd done some promo videos for these, and I was getting progressively more and more angry as I was making these. And I was like, fuck
I think
you.
we decided that we're gonna do 2 movies per episode, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do 1 and 2, 3 and 4, then the 2 hip hop Leprechaun movies, if you will, together as an episode.
That was the whitest that you could
hip
have ever
hop,
said,
if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the 2 newer ones that were made for sci-fi.
One of them's made by the WWE. It's got a wrestler named Hornswoggle in it.
The last one is called Origins, is that right?
I fucking don't know. Don't care. Reborn or Origins or
Reborn,
fuck off.
Origins and Reborn? I don't remember.
Jeff's going to hate this regardless.
I think the last one is the only one that doesn't have Warwick Davis in it.
No, the Hornswoggle one doesn't.
Oh, so
the fucking guy's
2,
named Hornswoggle. Of course he's a little person.
Don't have Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis was smart and decided to make to appear in episodes of Doctor Who instead of Leprechaun movies.
Yeah.
So
that's smart.
Yeah, good on you, man.
Glad he got the casting call for that.
Yeah. Because he kind of had an awesome episode in one of those. Anyway,
so we're doing that. Yep. There will be plenty to talk about though in a Leprechaun movie. Unlike Poison Ivy 4.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us try to do everything
society.
But talk about Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Well,
I hate life. This is not the worst movie I've ever seen.
This is my banquet cap says, "Be proud of doing it your own way."
Well,
I feel like that's the
What's
The
thesis?
Alyssa Milano mantra.
The Alyssa Milano mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it.
That's Poison Ivy 2 in a cap.
Fuck. So yeah, thanks for listening to this episode where we did everything possible not to talk about the movie we watched.
I just spent the whole episode tracing on my notepad in big letters sucks.
Yeah, this movie's bad, man. I mean, it's one of those things that if we could have possibly have had a backup plan, we probably should have gone for it.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do? Because there's really nothing to talk about with this movie. It's so convoluted, it's so stupid. It doesn't matter. It tries to be a Poison Ivy movie just from sexiness alone, but it's really kind of not very good at that. Even it's rough. So
V rough.
IV.
IV rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Till next week.
Yeah, so Facebook, Twitter at Film Seizure. You can you can also find us at places like Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn. We upload stuff to YouTube. I'll probably upload my suicide video to YouTube.
I was just going to say we did it, Jeff. We made it.
Nope, I'm done.
We
I'm
made
checking
it.
out. I'm going to do this before we get the Leprechaun. So see you later, world. So yeah, that's where you can find us, filmseizure.com. Of course, Mondays, you can find Monster Mondays. I got some old-timey atmospheric movies for October.
For October? Nice.
Yeah, stuff that I would have watched on like Sci-Fi Channel back in the day.
Okay.
Like back in the 90s and stuff. So anyway, that should be fun.
Yeah.
Fun?
Cool.
All right. Well, until then, I am Jeff Arbuckle.
I am Jason Oliver, and you have been listening to Film Seizure.